Donald Curtis, the founder, executive director for Soul Programs. My experience, I am a young, older person now who's used sport as a way to move up economically in life. I'm also an individual who is a father of 2 young boys, a mentor for many, and I've used, I guess, my educational background to figure out ways to intertwine my background with my focus for a better tomorrow for young Black youth. So a little bit about my project that we're working with right now. So Soul Programs, we are a student-based organization. We are a sports-based youth development program that's focused on providing low-income youth with the opportunity to use sport as a way to move upwardly economically. So we provide mentoring, tutoring, athletic programs. We provide parent programs, as well as work with schools to figure out ways to create opportunities that make sense for student matriculation out of high school. Notable achievements, we are Aspen Project Play champion for 2022, which is a pretty big deal. We received an Ashoka Emerging Leader Award for the work we've been doing in DC. We've, in 1 year, had kids acquire over $1 million in scholarships for college. We have created a sustainable organization that's been around for almost 11 years. And each year we engage about 200 youth in DC through our programs. So what prompted me to start Soul, some of the challenges we faced. So for me, growing up, low income and using sport as a way to move up, I think that was the motivation. It was, there are a few things that I thought I was good at doing. One of which was engaging young people, and 2, understanding and being, I guess, almost empathetic to some of the challenges that the young people deal with when it comes to trying to figure out how to move up in life. So those 2 things were part of the catalyst of my development into this space. Other thing is, prior to doing this work, I worked in the private sector. I worked for universities, and some of the challenges that we see every day, that we walk past every day, are some of the things that, in some way, during the time that I started Soul, I understood a lot. I thought I understood a lot more. So I thought it was my time to actually kind of jump up and put my feet to the fire and put the work in. In regards to some of the other, kind of motivations, I was in a grad school classroom. I was in grad school, and I came up with a concept that I thought made sense for uplifting the community. And it was this whole kind of, will of change. And it was, if we can connect this resource to that resource and that resource to this resource, maybe we can come up with a way to solve some of the problems academically and economically within our community. So we're still working the wheel, but at the same time, that was the motivation, the social change method for how we can make the world better. One young man in particular came to us through the criminal justice system on probation. His first week into working with us, got into an incident at the school, altercation with another kid. Got engaged in the sports development piece, got engaged in playing basketball in one of our schools. And that young man is, has, I want to say perfect attendance, but close to perfect attendance. Has had no incidents as far as altercation with other students and no suspensions. And talking to his parole officer, he's seen the development and growth in this individual too. So again, there is this kind of, holistic process that we've been able to create through Soul that blends all 3 of those aspects of human development. I think the phrase mentoring is for everyone. I think it means that, right? There is this continuum of mentorship that exists across all age groups, right? For example, I'm gonna throw out stuff that I observed. I was watching this piece on it was KRS-One. He was talking about, old heads learning from the young heads, and the young heads learning from the old heads. It was like an individual who is old, who hangs with young people, stays sharp. An individual who is young and hangs around older people is wiser, right? So there's this thing where like these two things meet and they combine. So I spend a lot of my time with younger people, trying to figure out exactly how to connect, how to engage, what's happening, how to be a better communicator in some way. That makes me, I think, that keeps me young and keeps me sharp. At the same time, I'm in the middle, right? So I hang with and also engage with older people who know a little bit more about things than I do and I probably ever will. So I try to like take in from them and learn from them in ways that make sense for like my personal development. So mentorship and mentoring is for everyone. It's one of those things that, again, on that continuous cycle of development and growth.